However you look at it, the virtual sales presentation is here to stay. In fact, I've been working with and developing the virtual sales presentation for 7 years since I started my own sales coaching business. 7 years ago I left my employed career and I realized very quickly how incompetent I was at online, literally everything online. And I had to make a decision, otherwise I would have failed. And I knew I was going to fail if I didn't eliminate the problem and solve it. So I invested in 2 coaches. And it wasn't cheap, but it was worth it and it was quick. And I very quickly incorporated Skype at the time. It was before Zoom. I incorporated Skype and the software into my working week. And I built my lead generation model around LinkedIn, around reaching out and making contacts on LinkedIn using the voicemail at the time, which was a brand new feature, and taking people to Skype for a virtual interview, discussion, fact find, discovery, and that would lead into and develop into a sales presentation. And over 7 years I've developed that into a fine art. And of course, COVID has come along and it's forced the rest of the world, forced the world's salespeople, certainly the world's B2B salespeople, forced you guys into a virtual presentation, whether you were ready for it or not. And there has been a massive mix in ability, willingness, reluctance, and effectiveness. So everyone's at different levels. Now, you've got to get to grips with this because it's not going away. Even if we partially return to some face-to-face sales consulting, whether it's B2B or B2C, there will be human nature being there's the benefits of the virtual sales presentation has been so big that both customers and salespeople alike will force a percentage of it to stay. And I think it's going to be at least 50% of all selling will be taking place virtually, at least, possibly a lot more. So you've got to get to grips with it. And it is absolutely a quantum leap from just arranging a Zoom call, turning up 5 minutes before, switching it on, and trying to be your best, and simply just infuse and exude energy and get through it and, wing it, because that is going to fail. The dynamics in your favor are massive. First of all, you are never ever again in a customer's home. You are never on their turf. You are equal, which means you can take control from the word go, in fact, beforehand. And equally, you're never again in a CEO's office or a boardroom. You're never again on their turf. You can take control. And I discovered early on that there are ways of influencing the sale and establishing control before you even start the call that determine your conversion rate. Then of course there's the headphones you use, there's your delivery, there's the background, there's the stuff that's behind you, there's the possibility that your signal is going to waver. What's going to happen? There are options. There are other features as well. There are built-in applications that you can use. You've also got to make it interactive and get them involved and get them to play. You've also got to get both parties there, or both directors, or everybody involved. You've got to get used to zooming into a boardroom. You've got to make it one continuous meeting, especially if it's B2C. You cannot break it up. You have to have everything loaded, all your tools loaded, so once you finish, you have to have your pain funnel questions. You have to have an on-page fact-find model where they can interact with it and talk about their pain and share. You have to have your testimonial videos loaded so you can show them at appropriate moments and select the one from your testimonial videos that most suits the client. You have to have a value stack, a visible 3-option pricing model. You have to have answers to objections, commonly asked questions. Guys, there is so much, but I've developed this even further. I've developed it to the point of personality profile as well. Now, I don't want this to become a too lengthy video, it's already 4 minutes, but if you want my blueprint for the ultimate virtual sales presentation, where you'll convert at least 1 in 2 of your presentations to a sale on video, that's 1 in 2 at least. If you want it, I will send you the blueprints. I'll send you the PDF and the 3-part video coaching and I'll send you that for free. Just type in the comments, virtual blueprint. Just type in the comments, virtual blueprint, hit enter, and I will send it to you. Because guys, you need it. And the leaders watching this, sales leaders, CEOs, managing directors, you need it, your people need it. So type in the comments, virtual blueprint, and I'll get it across to you. And if anybody wants to talk to me about custom designing your own personal, or for your sales team, your own sales team, your own business customized virtual presentation that is absolutely blow away and is going to get your conversions to 1 in 2, reach out to me. Because I can work with you. And you can have, within a week, you can have a killer presentation that all of your people will learn. And when it's delivered, your customers will love it, and it will convert your presentations, your leads at 1 in 2 to sales virtually. Reach out. Type in the comments, virtual blueprint, and I'll get it across to you. Thank you.